Welcome back everyone to another edition of Figures from the Attic. Today we're back and I'm going to run through some of the announcements from yesterday's San Diego Comic-Con. They did come out with a bunch of new wrestling prototypes from Mattel, Jazzwares, and I'm going to use WrestlingFiguresDatabase.com as kind of my tool, my guide. A great website, by the way, check it out if you haven't already. But just going to kind of scroll down here and kind of point out some of the things that stuck out to me. Starting with this Eddie Guerrero. I love the attire, so I do want to start off with that. The gear is awesome. The t-shirt is awesome. I think that's from SummerSlam or Survivor Series 2004 with that comic book style characterization there. I think that's really neat. But the head scan, not a fan. He looks like he's in pain and just not a great look in my opinion. The Harvey Whippleman also kind of stuck out to me. It's going to be a Build-A-Figure. And as you can see, he's got the baby blue suit with the red bow tie, the hat on top. That may be a debut. I don't think Mattel has released a Harvey Whippleman, but I could be wrong. Then something else that stuck out was this Kevin Owens. I think the t-shirt is absolutely hilarious. The Canadian Dream, son of a security systems technician. Very specific, obviously a play on his feud with Cody Rhodes. I do like that 2005-ish era Shawn Michaels with the chaps. We have a new Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, Sid Justice, whatever you want to call him, decked out in blue. It looks like they've maybe fixed the tone of the hair. I do have a Sid Vicious, and the hair is the same color as his skin tone. It's not blonde like it's supposed to be. So looks like they fixed it on this one. We do get another debut here with Jelly Roll. He also just got recently released as DLC for WWE 2K26. So he's like fully embedded in the WWE universe. Am I a fan of that? Not really, but I'm sure some people are. We get another Randy Orton. That's pretty standard. We get a current day R-Truth with the shorter hair. You can even kind of see the receding hairline there a little bit. So that's pretty neat, pretty accurate. He does have a bald head now, so they might have to update that even further. We get Tala from Solo Sikoa's bloodline. Looks really, I think it looks great. Very tall build, very menacing. The hair looks awesome, like that hair mold. Let's see, going down here further, we get Armando Estrada, another Build-A-Figure. That's going to go great with, you can see kind of they're off to the right, the Umaga, which we're getting a new Umaga as well. But that Armando Estrada, I'm going to need that because I do have an Umaga in my collection. Another CM Punk here, you can kind of see him with the briefcase. So Money in the Bank era CM Punk, what was that, like 2008, I want to say. We get a debut look for Diesel. This is like the way he looked when he first debuted in WWF with Shawn Michaels as his bodyguard. I like the frills on that jacket. I like those shades, the big kind of pompadour mullet. Looks great. We get a debuting Joe Hendry. Now, this, in my opinion, may end up being a little controversial because I do not like that head scan at all. I think that looks ridiculous. The shirt's kind of neat, say his name and he appears, WrestleMania. That's pretty cool, but the head just kind of kills it for me. Look at that. That looks nothing like Joe Hendry. Did they even scan his actual head? I don't know. But there's the Umaga I was talking about. We're starting to get variants now on Demolition. There you see Axe and Smash. Another Hulk Hogan, of course. You can't have a new wave without a Hulk Hogan, seems like these days. A new Rhea Ripley. Looks like a basic, maybe a two-set main event series Rhea Ripley. We get another Rock. We get a two-set here with LA Knight and CM Punk. I like the gear on that CM Punk. The green. That's pretty neat. I do like that. We get Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair as a tag team. Now this one I'm really excited for. This Ultimate Edition CM Punk. I love the baby blue. This is one of my favorite CM Punk gears of all time. I think he wore it last year at SummerSlam, I want to say. This is going to be Ultimate Edition Series 33, and it comes with Larry. So that's going to be a neat addition. Now, I saw a video of this Sheamus. You see this Ultimate Edition Series 33 Sheamus. Apparently, you can kind of see it on his chest here, but if you put water on his chest, it makes the chest even redder. So like those bangers that he has where they're just chopping each other to death, he's going to be able to kind of display that, which is a really, really innovative and neat idea. Now, he just got, not released, but he didn't sign a new deal with WWE, so is that going to come out? I'm assuming it will, because they are displaying it, but you never know. On the Jazzware side for AEW, you get a Mark Sterling action figure, complete with certificate. I like the suit on that one. It looks like it's more than just a plain suit. It's got kind of the plaid look. That looks really legit. New MJF, which the head, that's the thing about Jazzwares. They can never really get, some of them are pretty good, the head scans, but a lot of them are really, really bad. And this, I would say, is like bottom of the barrel bad. I mean, look at that MJF. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You get a Willow. Oh, these Stings do look awesome. I mean, I talk crap about Jazzwares sometimes, but these two Stings, I might need both of them, both variants. But even the head on this one is not great. He looks like scared. That's kind of a jarring head scan, but I do like the blue and orange. That's a great color combination for Sting. And then, so let me go back because we do want to stick to WWE and AEW mainly. But here are some more of the latest additions. Here we go. We're getting a new Batista. This looks like, let's see, what are they calling this? Saturday Night's Main Event Series 3 Batista. I'm liking that. We're getting a new Seth Rollins with the Money in the Bank, decked out in black. A new Jake Roberts. Feels like they come out with another Jake Roberts every cycle as well, so that's nothing new. This CM Punk I did want to shout out. This CM Punk was when he got his head shaved. He was part of the Straight Edge Society. And some of the accessories on this CM Punk, I think it's defining moments, are just next level. First off, I mean, the head scan looks phenomenal. You do get the mask, SES, Straight Edge Society. You get the Straight Edge Society era t-shirt, which looks awesome. And something else that's really neat that I noticed is they give you mouths, extra mouths to go with the mask. So you can get the visible part of the mouth and replace it with different facial expressions. That again is another really innovative idea. So great job from Mattel on that. We're getting a defining moments Dirty Dominic Mysterio with the luchador mask. And I do like the shirt there with Liv and Dom right there on his waist. And the color scheme looks great too. I love the gold with the white. We're getting some more Street Fighter figures. There you see Xavier Woods as Akuma. Akuma is the character that Roman Reigns portrayed in the live action movie. So interesting that they went with Xavier Woods on that one, but it is what it is. And you get Kofi as DJ. Now again, just like Sheamus, the New Day are two guys that are no longer with WWE. Will those officially come out? I would say yes, but you never know for sure. You're getting really kind of a niche throwback, like a really, really significant point in time, or a really specific point in time, with this Varsity Club Mike Rotunda. For those who don't know, Mike Rotunda is Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas's dad, so that's interesting. You get a throwback Undertaker. I would say this is like 2004 era Undertaker, like when he first came back with the Dead Man persona. Now, I'm noticing here. If you can look here on the shin or the lower leg, there's kind of like an Undertaker symbol there, but that's not where it goes. It should go more on the upper thigh, so that's interesting. The hat also kind of looks ridiculous. It obviously does not fit. It looks kind of like a parody hat, like kind of like when it kind of reminds me of that episode of SmackDown when JBL had his cowboy hat on top of his halo when he like broke his neck. He had the halo and then he had the hat on top, and it looked ridiculous. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Speaking of ridiculous, this Roman Reigns, is this a joke? What is this? I said that the MJF from Jazzwares is like one of the worst I've seen. This is one of the worst I've seen from Mattel. This is just comically bad. I mean, who approved this? He looks like 100 years old, first off. He looks like he's in pain, and it's just not a good look. I do like the white boots, though. I do like the white boots. I think that's a great look. He rocked that at WrestleMania, so I'm a fan of that. I'm also a fan of the Shawn Michaels. This is when, after his first retirement in 1998, he would come back periodically as a commissioner, as a special guest referee, and this was one of those times he came back to Raw rocking his Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy t-shirt, which is a wrestling school that he started in his retirement. He actually helped train Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, and Spanky as well, Brian Kendrick. This is just a different variant of a Ultimate Edition Kurt Angle that was recently released. The one I have is exactly like this, just it's blue instead of red. so I'm going to skip out on that for sure. A nice Terry Funk, but there are a lot of Terry Funks that look just like this already. However, this Stevie Ray I'm going to need. Unfortunately, it's a Build-A-Figure, so I'm going to need to buy like a whole set to get him. But I do have an up-and-coming or work-in-progress WCW shelf in my display case, and he would be the perfect addition to that. I have the Disciple in there. I have some of the B players in the NWO, and he was the leader of the B players of the NWO, so I'm going to need that guy. You get Sensational Sherry, nice manager there. You get a new Cody Rhodes, nothing we haven't really seen before. This Triple H, though, looks next level. Absolutely love that headdress. He looks like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. He's wearing a ring as well. That's an amazing Triple H. I'm going to need that one. This Triple H, from around, I would say 2002, when he came back after his first quad injury. And this head scan, I'll take you guys back. It reminds me of a head scan from an early Jakks Triple H. Like one of the first, the game Triple H's that they released. The head scan looked a lot like that. And I don't think that's a good thing. I'm not crazy about that head scan. That's kind of a running theme in these released figures that I just announced. A lot of really bad head scans. But we'll see what the finished product looks like. This Kane, though, this Kane looks phenomenal. This is when he first unmasked in 2003, and you get a few different looks. You get the Kane with the towel over his head. In the back, you can see the Kane with like the half-shaven head, and you get Kane with a mask from 2003. So I'm assuming this is Ultimate Edition. As far as the chains, it would have been cool if they used like real chainmail. They use kind of like a plastic chain mold, but beggars can't be choosers. This Booker T is interesting. It's from the last Nitro, when he won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, and he was already the United States champion. And it's got that classic kind of like happy crying expression, celebrating look, kind of reminiscent of Kurt Angle actually. So that's a neat one. Another Cody Rhodes, again, not a lot to write home about on that one, just a basic Cody Rhodes for you. There is a mock-up of the Larry that's going to come with that baby blue CM Punk. So very cool. I'm going to need that. And let's see. We get another Braun Breaker, Fear the Spear. We get an Ilya Dragunov with his new tattoo on his torso or on his sternum. That looks really nice. A new Jade. Another Cody Rhodes. I like that Cody Rhodes mask, but again, it's another Cody Rhodes. There's hundreds of them. This is a pretty neat one. You get Stone Cold Steve Austin in a Elite Collection Series TBD dressed as a cameraman. So this could be good for like figure photography. If you want to have kind of like a cameraman in the background, put that outfit on someone. It's pretty awesome. You get a prototype of another Steve Austin there. He's holding, it looks like some kind of statue, like the Statue of Liberty. So not 100% sure what moment that's referencing. Maybe you guys can let me know. Another Rock, another John Cena. Last Time Is Now. I think that's from, was that from WrestlePalooza? The yellow and blue? Or it may have been Australia against AJ Styles. Not 100% sure. We're getting a couple of Halloween-themed crossovers. Halloween era meaning. But this is John Cena as the Invisible Man, which is genius because they do have the invisible version of the You Can't See Me John Cena, and they just turned him into the Invisible Man horror guy. And you get Kane as Michael Myers with the Halloween pumpkin. So that's an awesome crossover. I'm going to need that for sure. I'm a big fan of the Halloween series. You do get Repo Man, which makes sense because Demolition did recently sign that contract to get figures released by Mattel, so that makes sense. Another John Cena, Last Time Is Now. Becky Lynch. This AJ Styles I'm going to need. This was a throwback to when he had the match with John Cena. He needed a throwback outfit to his TNA style attire. I think that's phenomenal. No pun intended. But it looks very, very good. I'm going to need that for sure. You get a new Finn Balor. I'm kind of disappointed that we're not getting a Demon Finn Balor. It's been a long time since they've released a new Demon Finn Balor. If you want a Demon Finn Balor, you got to go to eBay, and it's going for like, no lie, like $250. So gonna have to wait, I guess, a few more cycles before we get a new one at a regular retail price. But you do get the Demon sock puppet. I guess that's something. You get AJ Lee. I think this AJ Lee looks really, really nice. They captured her aesthetic very, very well. I do like the head scan on that one. Speaking of head scans, another terrible head scan. This one made me laugh out loud. Look at this Kurt Angle. What is up with this Kurt Angle? Why is his head so huge? It looks nothing like him. They have good Kurt Angle head scans. Why didn't they just reuse one of those? But it looks awful. But The Undertaker and The Rock in the background do look good. I think this is commemorating, they had a triple threat match. I want to say Vengeance 2002. A very good triple threat match, by the way. I think it's commemorating that, so that's a nice throwback. You get Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. I'm assuming that's going to be like a main event showdown series. Yeah, main event showdown series 30. You get Hulk Hogan and Cheeky Baby. We're getting a new Monday Night Raw ring, complete with Netflix logo, so that's funny. And you get a ringside exclusive logo as well. And a new Paul Heyman, which I'm not crazy on the Paul Heyman either. He looks like he has buck teeth. I get like the expression they're going for. I can picture him making the face on TV, but didn't translate well. He just looks like Bugs Bunny kind of. Let's see, another John Cena, of course, Jey Uso, and I think that's about it. Oh, maybe a couple more. Bronson Reed, and I think this is the first Rusev figure since he came back. I like the body mold. It is a basic, but it looks good. Looks good. Oh, can't forget this one also. This is going to be a must-buy for me. I think it's a Target exclusive. Yeah, it's a Target exclusive with the Firefly Funhouse. So you get all the puppets, or at least you get Sister Abigail. You get 3 different versions of Bray Wyatt, and you get this new mask that he was going to release. I don't think he ever wrestled in this mask, but it was going to come out down the road before he unfortunately passed away. And I think now we're getting into repeats. But yeah, that pretty much does it. And it should be exciting. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff too, unfortunately. But it is what it is, kind of a mixed bag. You guys let me know what you think. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more.